So we're gonna watch a short clip as you guys do that. But we're gonna do things a little bit different than what our guide will tell us. To avoid having first-time guest members go through extra steps, because he's like, oh, you can add easily visitors. But we're not gonna follow those steps. We're gonna continue to just let Lucelle and Randy add the ladies manually to our groups. I think that will be easier rather than having them like text this number and do this and do that. So also as a reminder, while you guys do that, if you see someone without a bag and they're new, encourage them to fill out a card so they can be added to the group. Or if you see someone with a bag, that means that they're a first-time guest, so you can introduce yourself and help them feel comfortable. All right, if there's someone within our group that needs a little help adding the app, we can do that. If not,
we're going to take a break after she finishes.
And yeah, now we can go within each table and do it manually too. Okay, so again, the app is called Church Center. Yeah. Okay, I couldn't download the video, so I just went away. Bear with me 1 second.
This will be a simpler way for you to take attendance instead of getting the email, and then you got to
Next
put
up,
your phone number.
let's talk about.
You can just go to this app and you can do it right from the app.
All right.
Next up, let's talk about groups. Groups is where
He's the co-founder of the app.
Your congregation engage with other people in their current groups or find new groups. So at the top, I see the groups that I am already a part of. So I'm in this Centerville Young Adults, and I'm also in this Blackwell Life group. So if I tap in to this Blackwell Life group, I can see any of the different messages that have been sent, and I can tap on this, and this is where I can chat. The whole group can chat with each other. They get push notifications of new messages. They can add little thumbs up reactions, a whole bunch of amazing stuff to keep your group engaged with each other.
So as you can see, you can set up different messages. So the way he has it set up is prayer request messages. So all the prayer requests could go within that category. And if they have events, so right there they have weekend barbecue, or also introductions where everyone can just kind of like introduce themselves. And again, this would be, in order for everyone to participate, everyone would have to download the app, obviously.
Can I say something? But it
Each
would,
other.
sorry. But it would eliminate the groups, especially you group connection leaders now, from having to use WhatsApp or GroupMe or try to text everybody or whatever. If everyone got the app, then there would be one central place that everybody goes to communicate with each other. Okay?
Right, so this is a different option. I know it won't work for everyone in your group, or it won't work for all the groups, but if you are able to use it, it makes it so much easier. And again, within the breaks, we can talk and help you go through it one-on-one.
We also have the events tab. This is where your group finds out when they are meeting, and if you tap on any of those events, you will see the address. Once the person is approved as a member of that group, then they can see the address. If they're not in the group, you might give them, the app sometimes gives them the ability to see just a generic sort of like big circle to sort of the area that something is in. Resources is where you can add files or other links of resources that you want to share with that group. And then the members tab is where you see the different members. And once again, privacy is very important to Planning Center. So on this members tab, people do get to see who else is in the group, but they don't get to see that, they don't get to see really any information about them unless that person says, yes, I am choosing what information I want to share. So each person can log in and say, I want to share my phone number or my email or just my picture, and that is up to them. So they get to choose which groups they want to share things with and how much they want to share with those groups. Now, I'm back on the main groups page. This is where the groups I'm already in. But if I were not in any groups, or even now that I am and I want to find some other ones, this is where you can enable the group directory. So if I'm interested in finding a group, I'm interested in a small group. So I'm going to tap this, and these are all customizable for your church.
Okay. Are we there yet?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to walk you through it. Let's see if, so we can go through it together. Okay. All right, so you see the Church Center app? One thing that I kind of wanted to focus on real quick is, so if you go to the bottom, you can see groups. And then in the top, it is the group that I am part of, which is Young Women of Grace. So I click on that on the top. And then I added messages. And I put, oh, we can share prayer and keep each other in prayer throughout the week. Okay, if I go, then you see events, resources. If I click on members, I think this is really important for the connections part. So let's say I want Amber, who's here. I click on Amber. I can give her permission to take attendance. That way, I don't have to worry about that. I am focusing on leading. And then if I click on that, then Amber can take the attendance, and she has the freedom to do so all within the app. So then you also stay logged on, which I know sometimes we have difficulties in when we take attendance, we get the text message and we have to log in, and it's a little bit of a tedious process. Within the app, you don't have that. So we can do it all. We stay logged in, and
How do you take attendance?
It's not quite on here yet. There's a little alarm that will come up.
Oh,
and
because
say
the
take
event
attendance.
hasn't happened yet.
Right, yeah.
So if you go to
it sends you reminders of like, hey, don't forget to take attendance.
Anel, click on events and see what that shows.
So events is all of our meeting days.
So there it is.
So if we click on September 6th, right, so on the days that we don't meet, like October 4th, it's canceled. November 22nd is canceled because we're not meeting within those days. Okay, don't want to take up too much time. I hope that helps. For those that still need some help, I will go through each table and kind of help everyone individually, because I know it will be a little bit different for each person's. Right, so the person would need to have the app, and then within the members, you can allow them to have
If you're
permissions.
a group connection leader,